Hello there. Hi. Welcome in. Welcome back. Welcome to this, the 21st of April, 2025. Hopefully you're doing well today. We are back today with just some more crime scene cleaner. Very tired today. Tried to rest some more. Didn't really work out. So I decided not to do something too intensive, but still kind of stay in the vein of horror, or horror adjacent, if you will. So we're going to do some more crime scene cleaner today. Don't really have too much to announce. I did talk about last week that we will be trying to take part in the St. Jude stuff this year. Very excited for that. Charity work has always been on our docket, and we'll continue to stay on our docket until, you know, we can't stream anymore. So I want to try to make St. Jude at least the one, if not one of, I want to shoot for overall goal at least 3 times a year, us doing charity events. I would like to do St. Jude consistently, so that'll be May, and I was thinking maybe, I don't know, maybe like one at the end of the year and maybe one in between, but like minimum I want to do one charity event a year. But I want to try to shoot for upwards of 3. You know, as we continue to grow, you know, that might adjust and repurpose and stuff like that. But charity has always been something I wanted to work with, and last year was kind of a rough one, honestly. 2022 and 2024 were very rough years for a lot of reasons. So I'm hoping this year will be a lot better. I want to, like I said, I want to focus on collaborating with people. I want to focus on at least, you know, maybe just doing some outreach with other streamers, and then obviously charity. Those are going to be the goals for the year. I know we're already, what, a third of the way through the year, and we have worked with one charity. We did a small raid train with for the video game History Foundation, obviously working towards preservation, which is very important to our stream, and I know a lot of other streams. But we got St. Jude in May that we'll be taking part in, and then if I find one later in the year, maybe we'll do that as well. We might start our own charity drive, or I might contact other members or like the managers of the crypt and see if they have something that they're planning later in the year, stuff like that. Because again, like 2 would be great, 3 would be my perfect number. Obviously, if I could do a charity every single month and help as many people as possible, that would be great. But I feel like there's a fine line between, you know, constantly asking your community for charity and, you know, being able to grow as a channel, you know. So it's like I want to do consistent charity, but I also want to make sure that we're able to spend some time outside of those growing our community, so that way the next time we do a charity run, more people will be able to give towards those charity goals. We can have more fun and stuff like that. As for charity goals, I don't know what I have planned currently. There's a lot of ideas out there. I probably won't do anything like super intense. I feel once our community is big enough, and I feel like we can raise, you know, like a 5,000 or a 10,000, maybe we would look at something like shaving all my hair off or something like that. But as it stands right now, we're just going to keep our goals relatively low and just focus on just getting as much of that charity work done as we can with the community size that we have. You know, even if it's only $10, $20, that still goes along to helping, you know, all of these charities. So that will be the focus moving forward with that. Like I said, so that'll be next month, and it'll be all month long. I think that'll be a good one. But yeah. As for our normal kind of stuff we're playing, we're going to get back to that stuff. I had planned to do more Look Outside today, but I had to get up early for an appointment, and when I got home, I was just very tired. So I was just like, you know, I'm going to lay down and rest, and then, you know, I rested for a little bit, but I didn't really rest, and it was kind of a, I don't know, kind of like an on-off thing, and then I was jumping around to streams and talking in discords, and trying to be active outside of a streaming space. Just because there's a lot of things that I know a lot of people are celebrating. You got birthdays, you've got um like people are doing events, they're doing birthdays, they're doing like affiliate anniversaries. A lot of people doing affiliate anniversaries that I saw. So I'm trying to make sure that I'm jumping in to celebrate those with everybody. A little bit. If I had infinite money to give, I would definitely be throwing them at as many people as I could to celebrate those things, because those things are important. Whether you've been doing this for 1 year or 10 years. Like, celebrating those victories is something that I know I've struggled with. We talked about this at the beginning of the year. I know I've struggled with, and I know other people struggle with, because they think that they should have been further, right? Like, it's like, oh, it's been a year, I should be much further along, or it's been 5 years, I should be much further along. But unfortunately, growth is not, linear. Sometimes you just plateau for a few months, and stuff like that. So it could be really easy to get into your head about that kind of stuff. And I just want to make sure that these people know, like, hey, 1 year is a heck of a feat. 2 years, heck of a feat. It doesn't matter, right? Like, celebrate those wins while you can, because believe me, there will be times where you'll look back and go, I really enjoyed that 1 year celebration, that 4 year celebration, that 10-year celebration. So it's good to make sure you look on those fondly. And like I said, I just want to make sure I'm a part of that, not only for the Crypt community and the Crypt stream team, but just for people in general. Because there's like I've always said, there's a lot of great people out on this, burning hellscape we call Twitch. So I want to make sure that these people at least know someone's in their corner, because it's really easy to get in your head when you don't feel like you got anybody back in your play, so I just want to make sure that people know that someone's in their corner, someone's watching, someone's interacting, someone is happy that they are present in this space, so that they can continue doing the things that they're doing and positively impacting the content creator space, And some days, it's not easy, even for myself. There's some days where I'm just like, maybe I shouldn't, maybe I should just be like, we're done. And, I know if I feel those days, a lot of other people probably feel those days as well. So I just want to make sure that, like I said, that they know someone's there in their corner. The epic music you're hearing in the background, by the way, is from Kingdoms of Amalur. I was playing this and I realized, like, oh yeah, these songs are pretty extravagant for background music, but yeah, so we're gonna do some Cry Scenes Cleaner today. Just nice chill game, just hang out, chat, have a good time, and then we'll hopefully be back to our normal stuff tomorrow. I have a lot of appointments in May, but I think as of the rest of this month I should be relatively good. Yeah. So the rest of this month will be completely open. So, like I said, the goal is going to be, we're going to play this today, and then I think we're going to focus a few days on Look Outside. We're going to try to lock that down and just get to an ending, maybe not the true ending. And then we'll rotate in probably another game. That will probably be a retro series. I've got a few retro series that have been kind of sitting on there. Also, in May, I'm hoping someone will be doing like a raid train kind of thing. And so, because I have a game that I want to show off, but I want to show it off in a big group aspect. It is a game that, it's another one of those games kind of like Vampire Hunter D, where I have seen next to nobody really talk about it. Now, I have seen it a bit more than Vampire Hunter D, and I did enjoy our time with Vampire Hunter D, even though it was a little clunky. And I expect this game's probably going to be a little clunky too, But it'll be an interesting one. I'm not going to spoil what it is, but I do want to try to show it off on a grander stage than just our channel, if we can help it, or on our channel as part of something bigger at the very least. So I'll be looking into that stuff to see if there's somewhere that people are running or doing something as a part of that, so I can show that off. But we're gonna probably bring some more retro to the channel. So we're probably gonna do. We'll do No Skin, we'll do Pillars of Eternity, then we're going to do probably a retro series, and then we're going to do another retro series, which we're currently working on, which is Dark Alliance. So that's kind of where I want to go in the coming weeks. Yeah, that's basically long and the short of it. But I will go ahead and turn off our music for now. And then make sure everything is still working. Looks good. And then we are going to switch over here, and we're going to get into some Crime Scene Cleaner. Nice little chill game. We did do the spooky house. So we'll be moving on to our next house, as it were. But hopefully everybody's doing well today. I know it's the start of the week, so sometimes it can be a little rough. But again, I hope everybody's doing well. Oh no, it's a pizzeria.
Gentlemen, Big Jim. We've let him do whatever he wants for far too long.
Fuck yeah, it's time we teach this motherfucker who real.
Did someone call for Big Jim?
Okay, we're cleaning a pizzeria. Great. And I don't think that's pizza sauce. Dish of the day, Big Jim's head.
Who's laughing now?
Alright. And again, thank you everybody for the support offline and stuff like that too. I do appreciate that stuff as well.
Please, please. I swear, I won't tell it.
Rude.
Too much talking.
Okay. Now I'm worried that the person he just shot was probably our wife. So we got a pizza from...
This is Jim. What you did at Mike's was good, but we've got bigger fish to fry tonight. I have to take care of some backstabbing fuckers scheming against me at Matteo's Pizza. What can I say? There will be blood, so prepare some body bags, Kowalski. A whole lot of them.
So now I'm eating their last pizza?
Okay. Alrighty. Down here. Computer. Other kids are mean. Okay. That's from our daughter. Location size is 3, so 11 bodies. Yikes. He really went ham this time, huh? That's why you always go pepperoni. Sorry, that's a bad joke. Okay, let's get into the car. Hold on, I need to switch some stuff up.
It'll be a long night. What a massacre. Here I thought that I'd finally gotten used to this job. I couldn't be proved any more wrong. That made me realize that there's no escaping Big Jim. At least, not if I didn't want to be full of holes like a cheese.
like the cheese. Okay, still waiting for it to load. There we go. Alright, we're gonna keep our eyes out for secrets. There's probably gonna be a lot of them here.
We had a busy night, so expect to deal with 11 bodies.
Okay, understood.
Okay, so there's...
Oh, and one more thing. Some old hag started yelling at us from the window, so we stopped her mouth with some bullets. Pack that body as well.
Sure thing.
Okay, so we can't get through here.
Right, let's get to work.
Restaurant. What do we got here? How's this?
Another
Evidence?
proof that more people should start reading.
No, you have zero respect for anyone who is not God or Gordon Ramsay. You should listen to what I tell you to take the key to the cold room.
Mamma mia! This place looks more tangled than the pasta in my carbonara.
Okay, so we're looking for a key to the cold room. What'd that say? Okay. Elevator's busted again. Now we've got to haul our butts down to this long ladder. Okay.
I wonder what kind of secret ingredients do they keep in the basement.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Locked, but there is a keyhole.
Okay, so we need a key for the basement. Okay, we need to find our water source first. Is there something out here? No. Oh, wait, I saw it. Let's pick that up. Guess we'll start with this bathroom.
Back to the roots with good old toilet cleaning.
Okay, he got wrecked. Okay, so let's... You up.
Vincent, is that you?
And we can lower the tailgate. I remembered it this time. Okay. Oh. Alright, let's...
No use fixing. Better to throw it away.
Okay. Just gonna pick up some of this on our way to, so I basically want to clean to the bathroom. That way we have clean access to water. Punch some tables. Break, will ya? Here. I'm gonna say this probably still needs to be broken. So don't throw that away. Let's go and pick this guy up. Perfect. Get some bullets.
Bullet after bullet after bullet.
Okay. Again, just trying to make a little clean path here to our bucket, so that way we can not worry about trekking blood everywhere.
Tray so clean you can eat off of it.
Alright. This is leaking. Can I do something to this? No? Okay. Okay. Clean that off. A word is faster than a stone. No matter how fast I run, robots will replace you. Okay. What a mess. Hey, that's the name of our that's the name of our stream. Unintentionally referencing the game. Love when that happens. Okay. Okay, more trash. Table. Let's grab the trash. Does this not go on a chair? Oh, they probably go on broken chairs. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, why would it tell me to throw away these obvious chair pieces? Okay. Guessing we can't
It won't move like this.
Yeah, because of these. Oh, there's also blood here. Maybe. That. I'm gonna set these over here. We'll put them in place later. Okay. Sure, let's...
I don't think that Big Jim is on the menu anymore. Boys. Unbelievable what people can do in the heat of the fight.
Okay. Let's go ahead and take this road in there. There is a key here.
Cold take. You shouldn't be able to lock yourself inside an industrial freezer.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna drain that. I can get another one. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring it over here. Is this a good chair? It's like a good chair. Hey boy, how you doing today? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a detergent or strength. Get our sponge with some strength on it so we can take these hard stains out here. We're feeling better? I was feeling alright earlier, just tired. Okay, being lazy today. Hey, sometimes that's the best thing to do, is sometimes just take those days for yourself. When do you start your new job, or have you already started it, or? Not till mid. Oh, okay, so you got a few weeks then. A little more time. Enjoy it while you can. Okay, I think this is clean. Let's use this sense. Okay, now there's a little bit there. This one looks fine, just got bullets on it. Get up there. No, this needs to be. So what are you going to be doing? I know you said it was a work at home job. Is it like a call center thing, or might you not order pizzas from this place? Yeah. Well, on the chalkboard, which you can't see anymore, it said on the menu Big Jim, and Big Jim didn't take too kindly to that, so he decided to show them what that gets them, and he killed 11 people, so. Just break all these bottles, because I can. Inbound internet sales, so back to what I was doing before, but with the... Oh, okay. Nice, I hope it goes well.
If I didn't know any better, I'd think some tomato sauce.
And for residential services. Oh, that'll be nice. I know businesses can get a little uppity when it comes to that stuff.
So, what secrets do you hide?
Ooh, this company will be better to work for. Yeah.
Being mobbed by the real mobsters? That's the opposite of ironic.
Okay, let's pick up the chef. Yeah, chef. Yeah, I hope the company's better too. Also seemed like this is an inbound sales line before I was doing inbound customer service. Ah, okay. Yeah. Ooh. Good enough. That's what we got. I see. I'm just gonna take our friend here. Wait, I wonder, can I thaw this guy out? If I release him right here. No? Okay. I was trying to help him out. Just hold him next to the fire. Do they expect me to clean this up too?
So, they turned it into an interrogation.
Yes, yes, they did.
Could have picked some warmer place for this.
Hey, it's regular pork and long pork.
So now that you had time to think, are you finally in a mood to talk? Shit, he dropped dead already. Why do I always fuck things up?
He really deserves a cold shoulder for a fuck up like that.
Okay, now pick up these trays. Alright, come down, buddy. Alright, anything else in here? Guess there's just this blood. Can pick up the chair. Ah, but it doesn't look like there's anything on it, so get in there. Steve might not be streaming till Wednesday. He swapped out his monitor, but he had to return his old one. Oh, what was wrong with his monitor? I thought his monitor was fine. I thought he was just having capture card issues. What was wrong with his monitor? Okay. Let's take some of these bags and... It's good, he just essentially did a swap for a better one. Oh, okay. I thought something went wrong with it. I'm like, wow, he can't catch a break. I mean, that's fine. Sometimes just taking a vacation is nice. Take a few days off, recuperate, figure out what you want to do, sit down and kind of like jot down what your next steps for the next few months are, and be like, okay, this is how I want to run this. Because I know he's talked about the new capture card, but he's also talked about like he's wanting to do some 360 stuff and some PS2 stuff. And even though that SmackDown game was fighting him every step of the way, it still seemed like he was interested in continuing that. He'll probably get bored. I mean, yeah, that happens too. This opens with
Jesus, is that some ladder to hell?
Okay. We have some stuff to rearrange for my workplace. Yeah, I remember you guys mentioning that. Okay, that's full. He's using my desk for all his little friends in the background. Ah, I didn't know that. That. So that will change at some point too, yeah. Yeah, but hopefully it'll all be better in the long run. Make for more room. We had boxes, not really optimal places. Yeah, I mean that's the beauty of organizing, right? Is eventually you're like, okay, well if we put this here, and we actually like, because that's one thing I noticed when we moved houses, is when we were at our first house, like it just seemed like there was just not enough room for everything. And then we moved into this house, and what we noticed is like, oh, it's not that we didn't have enough room, it's just things were just not organized well enough in a lot of cases. Now there was, obviously this house has a lot more room than our old house did, but it was just one of those that's like, you know, how many people ADHD to come reorganize for me? I mean, just do it in pieces. That's what I learned. Because like I have a bad habit of just getting like overwhelmed with all of the different things that I have to like clean and organize, and I'm just like, I can't do this all at once. So what I do is I go, okay, Monday, just trash, just the trash bag, right? Take care of the trash bag. And then like Tuesday, just clothes, right? Like just a single task a day is so much easier on my brain than trying to do 7 different things in a day. That. Make a list, search. Yeah, that would be my biggest recommendation, is just sit there and go, okay, start with like the necessities, like what are the things that have to be done, and then go from there. Because there's some stuff that like, okay, like reorganize bookshelf, like there's no time sensitivity to that task in a lot of cases, so like that can go down the list. But like getting the trash out of the house so that bugs don't show up, that's obviously a much higher priority. Because you don't want, you know, a bunch of bugs in your house, especially with it getting warmer. Bugs are going to want to be everywhere, you know? What's this? Oh. Like, what's this purple stuff? Okay, so this goes here. Occasional huge wolf spider. I mean, spiders are usually our friend, though. So those are not... I mean, they're horrifying. A lot of people are terrified of spiders, but spiders are your friend. They catch all the other critters. Less scared of them than roaches. Yeah. Okay, there's a globe thing somewhere around here, I'm guessing. What is this? Someone's got like packed lunch. For coastal, so you can't go away from... Yeah. Oh yeah, roaches love damp areas. I mean, a lot of critters do, in all honesty, but roaches especially. Alright, so nothing in there. Like a globe thing missing. Up there.
Bingo.
Wonder where that got off to. They come in looking for water when it's hot occasion. Yeah. Yep. Okay, there's a secret up there. I still think this is our wife. Let's open that shortcut. So Yeah, don't do it. I mean, roaches are one of the most unsettling bugs for a lot of people, so it's understandable. Spiders, yeah, I don't really have a problem with creepy crawlies. We'll go down there in a bit. I'm gonna close that for now. Hey, they didn't do anything to you, yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not irrational. There's a human reflex when it comes to creepy crawlies. Where, like, the way that they move and when they touch your skin in certain ways, like, they just cause this, like, automatic reaction.
But I guess they're still trying to get their revenge.
So they're like this automatic, like, tingling goosebumps kind of effect because, like, most things don't feel like that when they touch you. So that there's that creepy crawly, again, instinct that really kicks in, and that's why a lot of people get jumpy. Because, like, okay, chill out, bro. A lot of people, down here, there are a lot of, like, June bugs like to get in. And June bugs are completely harmless. They're also called stink bugs. Except they smell really, really bad. Which is why they're called stink bugs. And, so, like, I've had some of those, like, crawl on me before. It's like, it's a weird feeling, but it's like, I look at them like, I know you're not harmless, but I need to get you away from me because you're gonna smell bad here in, like, 3 seconds. So... Hey, Snuggy, how you doing? How you feeling, Snuggy? I know you were feeling better, and then you went on vacation and everything.
This glass is intact after all this action.
So, I didn't catch if you started streaming again. Have you started streaming again? Been kind of busy. It's been a busy week for me. It's been a busy week for me. Let's see. Keep forgetting where I put my thing. I moved it in here. Okay. I'm gonna move this back over here real quick. I want to kind of get this kitchen taken care of. Okay. Oh, okay, I get what this is for. It's so you can get to your truck quicker. There we go. If you needed to. Okay. Get this. A lot better, thanks. It was okay during your vacation, but after felt ill. Yeah, that's what I thought. I remember you mentioning that. I feel a lot better, thankfully. I'll be back to streaming very soon. How I'm doing all right, all things considered. It was a little rocky there last week, but we powered through, and we're hopefully going to get back into the swing of things this week. But yeah, I remember you said that like you were feeling better, then you went on vacation, and you weren't feeling better again. That's why I wanted to ask. pizza on the wall. See this? That. I wonder if that's a code or of some sort. Huh. But yeah, I'm glad to hear that you're recovering. Illness is not a good time. Is the restaurant owner still alive, or is he responsible for this? I don't think the owner is still alive. I think the owner was the chef that we took out to the truck, so... So I believe the owner has passed. The guy who did this is Big Jim. Big Jim is who we're working for. Basically, they were planning to take him out, and then Big Jim was like, haha, cool story, bro, and then, you know, killed them all. Oh, this is covered up in... Okay, that's clean. These chairs all look okay.
Found you. Proceeding with an alliance without Mike. I guess they didn't learn their lesson.
Okay. Time to finish breaking stuff and get all the trash taken out. Come on. There we go. He says at least he'll sleep, and that's cool.
There was no need for so many tables anyway.
Hopefully he's getting some rest. I know him and rest are not always the best of friends, so... Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start at the door and just grab all the trash and stuff. I think that's all the trash over here. Oh, there's some shells. Oh god, how am I gonna get that? Okay, there. Alright. Can I eat this pizza too? No. A pizza? No. Alright, so now let's work our way around the place. Lots of bullets. Throw that over there. Lots of trash bags. that. Can I reach this leg? Okay, we need to move this chair. 4. We don't have any garbage bag upgrades, which is why this is taking so long, by the way, if you're wondering. Because you can't upgrade your garbage bag. I spent all of it on, like, the actual cleaning stuff, so... Alright, I think the only thing we have left is this piece, but we gotta break it first. I don't know why I'm punching it. I'm such a dingus. I literally have the axe. The whole point of the axe was to be able to chop this stuff down. Wait, can I tap 1 twice for that? No. Okay. 9. 9 is the axe. Yes, okay. Okay, I think that's most of the stuff in here. Now we just gotta put these chairs back.
I need to clear the way first.
Down there. Turn that around. That there. Get off me. Okay, fine. I'll put this chair here. Can you put it where I want you to? Thank you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, and I think we need to rotate this table. I know there was another chair nearby. Also, I heard that those casings. Any other trash in here? Yep, there was one. Come on. Give me the bullet case. Thank you. Alright. Toilet. Good, good, good. I gotta put that chair there. That chair there. And then the last 2 chairs are in place already. They just gotta be situated correctly. In you go. Okay. So we're missing 1 furniture, which might be a tray or something. Let's see. Oh no, it's probably this. There's this globe thing that's missing.
We're fucked, boss! Big Jim knows all about the meeting at Mateo's! Knows all about the deal! Run!
Restaurant.
This one would save many lives.
Yes. So there's this thing that's missing somewhere. We still gotta clean the outside. Throw these bags out the window. Oh, that missed. Okay, it says there's more garbage bags. Did I leave some garbage bags somewhere? I did. There's one. And then there's one next to the truck. When I overshot it. Oh, no, those are spicy chips. Oh, $100 bill. Take that. There's a trash bag somewhere. Give me them chips. Sure, I will rip them out of the game's code, make them material, and give them to you. Let me go ahead and do this. Was I missing a trash bag? Oh, they're both next to the truck. Okay. There we go. Just want to make sure we keep track of that. All right, so we know what the last furniture is. We just don't know where it is. We still have the two bodies out here, so. Can we not jump up there? Oh, we gotta go here, here, here. Granny's apartment. Alright, Granny. Get down there.
A perfect spot for painting and spying on your neighbors.
We need a bucket. And this door doesn't open, so... Take Granny's collectibles. Oh, there's a spot right there. Where is our bucket? There it is. You son of a gun. It says get rid of the trash 100%. Did I not get rid of the trash 100%? Okay. That might have bugged. Alright, let's go take this out here. Go ahead and empty it while we're here. You do the thing. I guess it's clean and it won't do more clean water. There we go. Turn that off. I guess we'll clean the paint up too while we're at it. Probably need to use the clean detergent so it cleans longer. We need our sponge here. That's also a lot of blood. For someone that just got shot at their window, that's way too much blood. This ring. Yeah. Okay, Granny's apartment clean. Is it though? World history. Let's say I know I'm gonna knock over that water, that's fine. Yeet. Okay. Trying to see if there's anything else in here. Trying to see if Granny had a safe or something. Paint thinner. Yep. Okay. Fill that up. We got one more area and then a secret area.
If only you'd listen to your dad, Tammy.
Aren't you answering your phone? Find another job. Yep. Galleys are clean. Alright.
One bullet hit her leg, the other went through her neck. Poor girl. This wasn't supposed to happen to her.
Oop.
Another innocent soul ending up in a body bag in my car. Am I the real monster now?
Okay.
Damn, Big Jim is ruthless. Hard to believe I'm on his payroll now.
Can't open that. Can't open that. Nothing there. Okay. There is down here. Let me grab this bucket, bring it with me. Down to hell we go.
That's where they were making the real dough.
Are you out of your mind? Trying to play Russian roulette with a Makarov? It's not Russian, it's an Italian roulette. That's not the point. If you're such a softy, then I'll start.
Good thing someone has already cleaned up after this idiot.
Big old stack of cash. Okay, the elevator's out of order is what they This, okay. Safe. Okay.
I'm in.
That's a lot of pineapple. It's a lot of pineapple. Not hiding anything behind the pineapple, are you? To put on the pizza. Yep. To put on the pizza. You know what's so funny when that debate, I know some people still have it, but when that debate like was like really picking up momentum, people were getting very upset about pineapple on pizza. I'm like, you guys do understand that people have put basically everything on a pizza, right? Like, I should collect my water bucket. Like pineapple is not even like near the weirdest thing people have put on pizza. Hey, stock photo from thing. Okay, so we're still missing this object. It's like I used to work at Domino's, and like I don't know, it's just weird because like I was so used to the Hawaiian, which is just ham and pineapple. And people started having that debate, and I'm like, oh, okay, why? Okay, where is this globe thing? Aha! In the garbage. Maybe this will fix our trash issue. Ah, I bugged out. It's saying we got 100, but we didn't. Okay. Oh well, hopefully that doesn't break our thing, because I'm not doing this again if it is. Okay. I'm sure we're missing another secret somewhere, but... I don't even know if my points. Yeah, it's just really interesting because okay, it just said trash perfect score. Nice. It's just interesting because again, people order all sorts of stuff because you gotta remember, pizza is just bread, sauce, and cheese, right? Like that's what a default pizza is. Now you can get pizzas that are bread, oil, and cheese. So they'll do like olive oil or something like that instead of a sauce. But so it's like you do understand like anything can basically go on that, right? Like I don't know. Very strange. I missed 3 secrets.
Mr. Kowalski, perfect job. Not even a drop of ketchup left. So I've sent you a little present. Big Jim likes to appreciate his people. I also put in a good word for you in the underworld.
Right.
Expect new customers coming.
More customers or more psychos?
Why not both? Additional sponge. Mop can no longer... I didn't know they left blood stains, but I guess we'll go with that. Well, we could do 4 here, or... So we have a total of 11, right? So we could do that. Now we have 8. We got 3 more points. We could boost all the stats of our sponge, which would probably be a pretty good idea. Let's take a look. We could upgrade some trash stuff too. Increase the maximum number of combined trash bags. So let's go like this. Fly. Bag capacity, and we can't do that yet. Okay. Guess we could go with this, an ozonator. We can put that in, like, if we know we got an area that's gonna have like really messed up stains, we can go leave that, go clean a bunch of little stains, and then come back and it'll be easier to clean, in theory. Where's the puppers at? Oh, there's the puppers.
What? You're such a good boy, you don't want to touch that?
Can I give him the pizza? There you go. Okay. Maybe if I put it on the ground. Were we supposed to be feeding our dog? Doesn't seem like it. There you go. Enjoy your floating pizza. Let's go back to bed. Mountainside Villa.
It's open. Just come in.
Hi, is Mark back home already?
He should be in a few minutes. Do you want something to drink while waiting?
No thanks.
Yep. Really? 8 times?
Mom? What are those noises down there?
Pop, pop, pop. Unless that's a kidnapping. A lot of tomato soup.
I need your services, man. Son of a bitch was having an affair with my wife. So I just offed him and his entire family. The problem is I didn't really think it through, so you'll need to get rid of the surveillance footage as well. I'll send you the address over email. I just need to wash this blood off me first.
That doesn't sound good, but duty calls.
Hello, neighbor. Moving in together to an apartment close to yours. Okay. We don't live in an apartment, we live in a house, but sure. So I'm yeah, I'm 90% sure this is a house, not an apartment. Given we have a backyard, house, basement, garage. Like, yeah, this is not an apartment. Okay.
Who's a good boy? Not me, that's for sure.
Uppers. Oof.
I don't know at which point it started to become mundane, but I do remember that at that time, all I was thinking about was at least it wasn't me who was being put in a bag.
Fair.
Time to look for the bodies. Holy fuck, what a bloodbath.
Empty the pool. Ah, so close. And blow back.
From way downtown.
What's our ball all the way over here? Ah, because there's cash back here. Incognito mode. Into space. Wait, where'd it go? Okay. Should be a valve around here somewhere. Unless they have a basement. Because usually there's like a hatch around pools that you can open up. That's how you get access to the filter and stuff. There we go. Pool draining. Wait, are we gonna...
Shot in the back, one in the head. He didn't really stand a chance.
Wow, we really have to take all these bodies all the way back there? You know what? Everybody gets to wait at the front gate. Not walking all that way. We need a bucket. Bucket. Where was the... What the spout was around here somewhere. Over here? No. There's one up there, but I could have sworn there was another one over here. Yeah, there it is. Starting that back up. Super mop. You know, I want to see tools. Yeah, ozonator. Put the ozonator.
Cleaning procedure started.
Death to the vultures.
Nice.
Behold my power. Death to the vultures.
There's some money underneath the pizza box.
I'm taking this home.
Okay, let's see. Anything else? Just wanna make sure we don't miss anything. Walk across this, we can. Is there anything over here? Oh, there's the laptop. Boop. Ooh, a secret. With drugs. Make sure there's nothing else hidden here. Nope. Okay. We get up here. No? Okay. Alright, so how does this thing work? It says it's 82% done. Still not sure. It's supposed to weaken stain. Oh, there's a key here. Huh. Workshop key. Got it. Okay, we'll let that finish up.
Won't budge. Looks like some kind of electronic lock.
And just break the glass. Just electronic glass. Okay. So we need a key or another way in. Okay, is this
no fear.
okay, it says this is done.
Hi.
No thanks. So does that mean everything just comes off quicker, or? Yeah, it does seem like it comes off a lot quicker. Let that do that while we... Okay, grab this. We'll just bring it down here. so much blood, dude. For one person, this is just way too much blood. And we need a bucket. Oof. This fool's gonna be haunted, yeah. Okay, that's the blood. It says move furniture back to its position. There was a chair in here, wasn't there? Yeah, this. Grab the trash before we put. There it goes. Okay. I was like, where's that chair go? There, okay. Now I need trash bags. Also, the trash bag should hold more now, so... Trash over there. Any trash in the pool? No. Some money on the table. Trash over here. That's not trash. Does that mean the pizza box? No. Not seeing any more trash other than our bag down there. Let's fill the pool back up. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Our bucket wouldn't float. It's full of water, it would just go down. I can make more trash, but... Wait, how did that work? Wasn't I at 70? I'm somehow going up in percentage by making trash. Okay, well, guess we use this then. Yeah, now we're at 83, which makes 0 sense. So I'm having to make trash to get our trash up. Where'd that other trash bag go? Ah, there it is. Okay, well, if that's the case... Seven. Oh, the bullets. I was like, what the heck?
That's where he was shot for the first time. Managed to walk a few steps, then fell into the water.
With that high caliber bullet, no, he wouldn't have. Those are rifle rounds. You probably take 2 or 3 of those and just stop existing. Okay, so we've got to find... Oh, there's a door in the pool there. Can we get in here? Ah, this is the workshop key.
That should open the main door.
It should indeed. And there's the diagram if you don't remember how pools work for some reason.
Mr. Castle, can I talk to you for a second? About what? You and Bianca Brenner. What are you trying to... I saw you two last night. Even took some photos. But your wife doesn't need to see them. I just... Shut up. Not here. Let's go inside.
One affair too far, Mark.
Okay. Pool looks fun without the blood, yeah. Oh yeah, we still need to acquire a bucket, so I need to turn the pool off again. He killed his wife for having an affair. No. So the guy who died here was having an affair with the guy who called, with the guy who called us wife. He had multiple affairs. He was, because he's, you know, he's rich and has all the money, so he was having multiple affairs. And the pool guy had pictures, probably the most recent affair. So the guy, the lady's wife, or the lady's husband, found out, came here and mowed down his whole family. That's what happened. So. Which, you know, not a abnormal thing to have happened, in all honesty.
Good old times. But now I have to deal with Jennifer's body.
Okay. Oh my.
Make it look nice and clean.
Okay, let's put in the clean detergent, which makes it last longer. All blood? That is all blood. Alright, let's bring our little ozonator friend out here.
I'm starting to clean up. I'm still dealing with the unpleasant smell.
Probably should be using a sponge for this. There we go. Just that.
There is still some work to do.
Just gonna give a little bit of this.
Work in progress.
Alright. Time to get to the dining room here.
There is still some work to do. I'm still dealing with the unpleasant smell.
Attacked by surprise. Probably had no idea somebody's after her husband. Tried to make that call, but ran out of time.
What? What? Oh, you're talking about the talking, this thing?
Work in progress.
Oh, mopping over a corpse? Yeah. Isn't that how you clean a crime scene? Yeah, you just hit him with a mop a few times.
I'm doing my part.
Heck, like you've never seen anybody clean a crime scene before. If you hit something with enough with a mop, it gets clean. That's how it works. Why can I not pick you up? There we go.
Multiple gunshot wounds. The attacker clearly went off the deep end. Did he blame her for her husband's misbehavior?
Probably. Alright. Get down there with your son? Husband? No, husband.
Harmony of purification complete. forgotten me, senpai?
Why is it random Japanese? It's the Ozonator. You can change the voice of it. It's this thing over here. What's it saying? Different things. It just says like I miss you, random things. Work in progress. It's speaking English. It's not Japanese. Here, I'll show you. I'll see if there's anybody downstairs. Oh, didn't mean to kick that downstairs.
Jesus, that one was torture.
Oh, this is that. So I'll drop it right here, just to show you.
Let's make it cozy again.
Let's make it cozy again.
There is still some work to do.
There's still some work to do. It's speaking English, just, you know, with a Japanese accent. You can change the voice.
do? What do you want?
Here.
It's got 3 voices to it. What's the tool for? Oh, it takes places where there's hard stains. So you can see, like, it's got these, like, little strands and stuff. It makes the hard stains easier to clean. So you can, like, drop it in a spot, like we dropped it over here in the stairwell. So now it'll be easier to clean that area. In theory. I don't know if these tools work how they say they describe, or if they're just there to be silly. But in theory, this stuff will be much easier to clean. And it shouldn't take as much of our mop to do so. Yeah, so we would have had to reload our mop already, but by using that thing, we pretty much got the whole area done.
There is still some work to do.
I'm guessing this chair probably goes over there. Is it actually based on what string you're looking at? No, it doesn't. Okay. Okay. So it says there's more blood down here. I'm gonna guess it's... Well, there's some on the wall over there that we saw.
I should clean it first.
Back. We should just be able to clean this.
Oops.
Okay. All the blood's gone, so let's go ahead and get to the trash. Sure. Where did I put my other trash bag? To keep the trash bags together. Okay, that bull's gonna have to go somewhere.
If you'd ever bought these, maybe you could have saved your family. Yeah, probably not.
Don't leave me alone.
Okay, that's all the trash. We'll leave it here because we still have to take the bodies to the truck too. This should go at the bar, yes? No? Yeah, this bar. Okay, you go there. Ha! That's a good joke. It's a cooking book, but they're cooking the books. Good joke. Funny joke. Okay, where does a bull friend go? There. There. And the lamp goes over here. I saw the lamp. There it is. No, you go at this table. You go at this table. Stand up, there we go. We open this door.
Where am I supposed to find a key in this mess?
Okay. So we still need one of these chairs. And it might be the one that guy nailed to down there. Hey. You get in your spot, please? Stupid chair. Yeah, so there's one chair missing.
Is that the surveillance room?
Oh, is it?
This message didn't age well.
Just gotta delete all the CCTV stuff. What's brute force hacking? Oh, you just have to wait? Ah, that's fine. I'll do manual hacking. Boop. Delete. Boop. Delete. Okay, footage deleted.
So much for healthy living.
Okay. That's a big old bottle. Don't mind if I take all your jewelry, do you? That would be worth more than $300, I guarantee you. Jewelry is, especially real jewelry, very expensive. Okay. So let's go downstairs to where our machine is still yelling at us.
Handy for breaking bones.
Drill.
Just one wasn't enough.
I love that
A lot
physics
of
took
stab wounds. Some drill marks. Easy to see it was deeply personal. So that must be Mark. Hi, Mark.
Good joke. Stay there, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. This is not going to be a lot of, really. Not going to be a lot of blood. Okay. Okay, blood's all gone. Is there a key or something? Why? That's a... It's a golden wrench. I was like, why is this a steel item? The golden wrench. That doesn't... Okay. By the way, the reason why we don't make stuff out of gold is malleable, especially when it gets warm.
This was not a drill.
If you don't know what malleable means, that means it's able to be bent or moved, like, constructually. So, if you were to heat up gold, it would bend much quicker. Oh, there is something over here. This looks like a secret wall as well. So that's why we don't make things out of gold. Is because it really wouldn't... What am I looking at? Stacks and stacks of cash.
Wow. Looks can be that deceiving.
Oh, these are probably like pesos or something? What is this? Kakaoka. That looks like Russian, maybe? So.
Yes. Totally worth it.
So it's like Russian money or something of that nature. Okay, we still need to find a key for a room downstairs. Basement's done. There's a chair we're missing for this table. Oh, some cash right there.
It might be worth something.
Yeah, there's still this chair missing. So the chair might be upstairs. Because the pool's done. Yeah. So we need to keep an eye out for one of these black and red chairs. Say that's cash money right there. Okay, blood goes there. Okay, looks like he tortured the son too. Where's our...
What do we have here? Impulsive
Time for cleaning. Please, let's make it cozy again. I'm
You
doing
died.
my part.
Good. Good. Are you gonna clean or?
I'm starting to clean up. I'm still dealing with the unpleasant smell.
Okay.
Joyful nihilism. Is that what makes this whole ride worthwhile?
Oh, that door got messed up.
Work in progress.
Don't do that. Do this. There we go. Yeah, I think I saw another buckets downstairs. Oh, there's the chair. Come on. There.
Work in progress.
Are you actually cleaning? You're not it says 0%.
Time for cleaning. I'm still dealing with the unpleasant smell. Oh, you.
Okay.
I like where you hold.
Okay. It might have been bugged. There we go. Alright, fine. You do that room, I'll do the other room. Where'd a bucket go? Is there something in the toilet? Oh, it's on the toilet. Laundry key. Okay. Oh, there was like something in the toilet. I'm like, what is in the toilet? Okay, use that there. That's kind of like my keyboard. I always smack the crap out of this thing because it's dangling off the side of my desk. But also, 2 monitors, weak. It's a joke. I know there's some people that play and stream with 1 monitor. Nothing against those people. It's an interesting phenomenon. It's like when you play stuff and stream stuff with like 1 monitor, like you get used to it, and then once you do 2 monitors, you get used to that. And once you get 3 monitors, it's oh, by Fred or whatever your name is. It's just so interesting how your mind just like once it gets right, you know, once it gets used to a thing. Like, it's hard to, like, imagine not doing that thing. Because I started with a single monitor, and now I got three monitors. Now, arguably, one of my monitors is meant for sculpting and drawing, doing 3D sculpts and stuff. But I can still use it as a visual monitor. So, it's a lot of milk. Is this a specific brand of milk? West Side Farm. Guess not. Of course. Big old bags of drugs.
Yeah, it literally killed him. Gamers, brace yourselves.
Disinformer. And playing games for too long can literally kill you. No crunch, eternal happiness. Exploit soft CEO. We know definitively the answer to this is yes. This has happened. People, Retro Junk 1777, nice. Everything simulator. 1 sim to rule them all. But yes, you 100% can die from playing games too long. There were cases, not a lot of them, mind you, but there were some cases of kids would go to the arcade in the 80s and 90s, and they would play for hours, right? And
just imagine playing some FPS and ending up with a bullet in your head. Now, that's what I call immersion.
And they end up getting sick and stuff, because all they were eating was like garbage food and playing arcade games, and your body's not really built for that. Also, there's things called DVTs. It's called deep vein thrombosis. It's basically where you get blood clots in your leg, and it happens to office workers as well, where it's just like they
something is blocking the way.
They sit down, 8 to 9 hours a day.
Looks fine now.
And they don't get around or walk or anything, and they start developing blood clots on their legs. And it happens to people that sit a lot. That's why it's good when you're streaming, especially long hours, to take a break every hour or so and walk around, stretch your arms, stretch your legs, stretch your eyes. I know that's a weird one. People are like, how do you stretch your eyes? There are eye exercises because computers can cause eye strain. Any screen really could cause eye strain for prolonged periods of time. Okay, so we're looking for a cymbal and another hi-hat. But there's the hi-hat. Okay. So that's why I always recommend when people are like, yeah, I do 5, 6, 12-hour streams a lot. It's like, please be getting up. Because what ends up happening with DVTs, again, deep vein thrombosis, if you want to know the official name, what ends up happening with those is, while you're sitting, you're perfectly fine. Like, nothing really is happening. What happens is when you stand, a piece of that breaks off, or can break off, and then it goes to your heart or your brain, and you can have a heart attack or a stroke. Now DVTs can cause just blood loss to the legs, so you can lose, the use of a leg with them as well. But okay, so we're missing another symbol. I'm not seeing it. Ah, there it is. So it's always good to take care of yourself, no matter how long you're streaming for. Even if it's just a couple hours, it's still better to take that time. And I know I'm being hypocritical because we've streamed a couple hours and I myself have not stood up. Which I will probably do here in just a second, honestly. Yep, it's a good time to do that. Let's get up and follow my own advice. It's mine. My legs do need a bit of a stretch. I'm gonna unplug this though. Okay. Okay, I think we got everything out of here. So now we just gotta do.
Notice me, senpai.
If you didn't catch that, the machine said, "Notice me, senpai."
Your concerns were legit. Dad had an affair and fucked the whole family by accident.
Because
I miss you.
needs a new squat redeem, maybe not squats, but I mean that's why I have the stretch. Like, I don't mind stretching more, but yeah, that's why I have the stretch redeem. It's just for that reason.
Don't leave me alone.
Where is our... Because it's very easy when you're playing games and stuff, especially for long periods of time, to get really like locked in and not pay attention to your physical health. Because I know that's a bad habit I have. I'll sit there and be like, oh, I'm gonna stream for a couple hours, and then I like really get into a game, and the next thing I know, it's like 8 hours later, you know. And it's like, yeah, that wasn't healthy.
Notice me, senpai.
Just mop the bed, you know.
Don't have a key? A hatchet will do.
I miss you.
This is collectible, yep. Let's go ahead and collect this. But, and again, it's not that like longer streams are necessarily bad. It's just you got to make sure that you're taking care of yourself, you know.
I need to be careful so she doesn't fall. Fuck.
Thing full, this thing is full. Oof. Yeah, I say I think the only thing left is over there. Keep calm and live, laugh, love.
Keeping calm is the best I can do.
Yeah. I always see photos like this, and I'm like, I wonder... This is just a weird psychology thing, right? Like, look at the presentation of this, right? You have your bed here, and depending on which side you sleep on, you know, the first thing you see in the morning is this picture, right? And you have candles around it. Like, is this a memorial? If this is a picture of yourself, like, is this some sort of, like, self-love thing, given, you know, this stuff? Or, you know, is it borderline narcissism? I always wonder that stuff when people set up, because people do this, right? The way people arrange pictures and things in their house does speak about them, even if it's unconscious. That's a cool picture. I like that one.
It won't move like this.
Yeah, I don't have any pics of us at all. Yeah, I have a friend that's like that. They don't really have any pics of themselves or like their family or anything. But again, that also, you know, speaks to the subconscious design. Unfortunately, I took an oath a long time ago not to psychoanalyze my friends, because it turns out that's a very bad way, or a very good way to not keep friends. People don't like knowing that they are readable, as it were. And that's not like a weird flex or anything like that. That's just, it's human nature, right? Like, we all do it. It's just subconscious a lot of the time. Where do you go? Get rid of trash. Ah. We'll take that bag with us. Okay, so I think we're good. We just gotta check the laundry room. And get the body outside. But yeah, how you decorate, where you place stuff, how you place it. One of the biggest things that like parents do that they do subconsciously. I'm gonna say this, and if there's any parents in chat, they're gonna get very angry with me because they're gonna be like, "No, you don't. No, that's not how that works." Parents have a bad habit of structuring their pictures by which child they like the most. So if you look at how photos are structured, whoever's closest to the front is the child they tend to like the most, or at the very least worry about the most. But more often than not, it's like the most. So, and again, parents get very mad at you when you tell them that. Because, you know, there's that, I love my children equally. Sure. But, like, subconsciously, that's not necessarily true. And again, it's a subconscious thing. They're not actively saying, this child's better than this child. Now, some of them do. Some of them will legitimately agree with that as their philosophy for design, because they'll have a falling out with you know, with an older child or a younger child, and they'll be like, yeah, you know, we just don't connect as much as we used to, stuff like that. But again, that's why psychoanalyzing your friends is a very bad idea, because once you tell people they're following unconscious patterns like that, they don't want to be around you for very long, because they think you're judging them in some department. Like, how dare you look at the organizational skills and see that I'm a deviant. And it's like, that's not what that means at all, but sure. You do you. But But again, people don't like being told about themselves. That's just the long and the short of it. Just in general, people don't like being told about themselves. Plus, people don't like it when Mystique is destroyed. And people love Mystique. Not the lady from... I mean, people love Mystique from X-Men, but I'm talking specifically about one's own Mystique. You know, they don't want to know that they could be read like a book. Alright, let's go get this last body and pick up the trash she created. And turn the pool back on. Nice landing.
Can't really call it a soft landing. Hard to imagine losing a child like that.
But... yeah. No, I will say a lot of this stuff I'm mentioning does come from experience of watching people and seeing how they interact with the world. Again, people are not big fans of when you do that, mind you, but ugh, where did I leave my bucket? Is it still upstairs? Yes, it is. But and obviously, this is not an invitation to go to your friends and family's houses and look at all their pictures and ask them why they love their brother more than their sister or whatever. Again, if you want to keep your friends, don't ask questions like that. So we have a key to this room now. Some art, probably stolen. What's funny too is I've run into a few parents where what they like to do is they like to get the trifolds. So it's basically a picture. Like if you flatten it out, all pictures are in the same distance, but then they bend them, right? So when you're looking at a trifold that has bends in it, what's the first picture you see? The one in the middle. So it can follow that same logic. Now, there are a lot of people that organize those pictures by age, thus kind of defeating the purpose of like, oh, this is the child that they potentially unconsciously like the most. But you could also see it not only in where the pictures are, how they're structured, but also just how many. Right. Now, of course, there could be other extenuating factors. Like, I know, personally, a lot of people don't like having pictures taken of them, so obviously, they're just, per their relationship with photography, they're going to have less pictures, but that's not what I wanted. I want this. There we go.
Can't pick up anything with a full bag.
So... Alright, I think that's basically it. Let's grab this. Wish you could grab more than one bag. I think you can once you get the next upgrade that we're going for. It like tapes them together. But yeah. Psychology is an interesting subject. Because psychology is basically like looking at individual patterns, like the pattern of an individual, how they talk, how they walk, how they react to things. and seeing how those patterns are dictated by like the situations that they've been in. And sociology is kind of the same concept, but with groups. It's like, okay, so what group ideal forces people to act this way or say these things, right? It's very interesting. Probably wouldn't go into psychology as a career if I had tried for it. It's kind of weird. Like, I like psychology for the academia side of stuff. I think I would be an awful counselor. I think part of that's because of autism, but I think I'd be an awful counselor. So that's why I never really pursued it. Like, my focus would be pure academic. Like, I would be focused on, like, finding these patterns or finding new societal reasons for why people are affected a certain way, or... Really, brother? Can you get in the truck, please?
There you go.
But, like, that would be my focus. Just because, like, I'm very good at helping people. Like, that's not the problem. It's just sometimes I can be abrasive. Because I use words literally, and a lot of words come with some sort of baggage for people. So it's like, hey, you said this word, and that word upset me. It's like, well, I meant the word by its truest definition, you know. And again, it's one of those, it's just a miscommunication thing, but you do that enough times and people just don't want to talk to you anymore. So back then I feel like I agree. Yeah, the problem is like mental health has always kind of taken a back seat when it comes to like STEM stuff, because it's science, tech, engineering, and math, right? Those are always the things they push. But a lot of people forget that psychology is a science, you know? I will say this is the worst part of this game, is the fact that getting them in the truck is so difficult. But it's also the fact that psychology by design is harder to prove, right? Because you can create patterns and you can recreate results, but they can be very inconsistent. Whereas other sciences, like, if I mix chemical A and chemical B, I always get chemical C, right? Within, you know, a certain margin of error, obviously. Everything has a margin of error. But it's like, okay, well, if I use... Why are you still... God, I hate this.
It was nice not knowing you.
Oh, now you're up there. Great. Can you come down, please?
No need to thank me.
But it's you can't just use diagnosis A with solution B and always get a result with psychology, right? And that's why psychology was always looked upon as pseudoscience for the longest time. It's because it's like, well, you can't repeat your results, so obviously you can't follow the scientific method. And it's like, well, we can repeat the results, but they have variations, right? It's like if I have diagnosis A and I use system B, I can still get them to a point C. It's just point C with a few caveats, you know? And that's why people didn't believe in it. And also, like, psychology did have a very rocky beginning, right? A lot of the stuff that was filed under psychology was people doing terrible things and then saying it was science, right? So there's a lot of obvious reasons why that people still frown upon psychology as a science. I mean, just in the past few years alone, if you know anything about ASD, which is the autism spectrum disorder, a good bit of the research that was done on that, which is where we got the diagnosis of Asperger's from, was done through Nazi research. And unfortunately, probably not the research you want to be using when trying to diagnose people. You know. Where's this last bag? The other side of the door. So, you know, it's ever evolving, definition-wise, and, you know, diagnosis-wise, and how you... What is that symbol? What? Am I taking pictures? Wait, what am I doing? We didn't do this before. Is this a new mechanic? Huh. But, yeah, it's just... Go to the ground floor. But it's just one of those things that it has a understandable... I wonder where we had to take pictures. I don't remember having to do that before. Have we been missing out on an entire mechanic before? Alright, let's get out of here. But that's why I love talking about psychology and stuff. Is because sometimes it's people don't think of thinking like Occam's razor, right? The simplest answer is usually the correct one. So sometimes it's just like people go out looking for this like complex advice when the advice doesn't have to be complex, even if the problem itself is, right? Just because a problem is complex doesn't mean the solution has to be. You see the perfect reference for that kind of thing is if you know the story of the Gordian knot. Basically, a bunch of scholars and academics come, and there's this knot that they can't solve, right? They untangle, and the more they untangle, it just doesn't get solved. So, I believe it's Alexander the Great, basically walks in there and goes, I can solve this knot. And they're like, no one can solve this knot. He takes a sword out and he cuts straight through the knot. And it's like, yeah, that untangles the knot. So, you know, just because a situation or something is complex doesn't mean it can it doesn't mean it has to have a complex solution. Right. Okay, so we got all of those and all of those. Okay, so we got everything out of this one this time. But open skill tree. Okay, I think we had 13 points. Okay. We might go for sponge strength. You can use 2 sponges at the same time. That's kind of big. How much is it for the garbage can? 3 for that. How much would this be? 3, 7, 11... So we wouldn't have enough, but I'm going to do this because we use these. And we need 1 more for this. I don't need the garbage detection radius, I just need the capacity. So we'll do garbage bags next. What's this? Full-up consultation, physical therapy, specialist, medication, accommodation, 28,000. That's actually really low, in all honesty, for what they're doing here. Which is sad to say. Still wants me to spend these points. I guess if we can't get that one now, we might as well spend the points. Oh yeah, let's do this. We can faster over time.
Sorry, Dexter, but it's no time for a walk.
Rome. Good, bad. Alright, let's see what the next mission is. But
Babe, we're almost done. Are you ready?
Not yet. Something's wrong. Have you tried turning it on and off? Yes. Try for yourself. Oh, that's strange. It usually works for me. God, just shut up. Try another one.
okay. Yep, that's why you use the secure stuff. Because otherwise you just nail it into drywood and or drywall and you get nothing.
Now. But you're still a good boy.
Morning, Kowalski. This time I have an easy-peasy job for you. You need to clean up the dead rat, Tyler. One small apartment, just a few bodies. Go to his place, tidy it up, and that's it. That fool and his nomad girlfriend hosted a conspiracy meeting against me. Now at least I'm done for good with this nomad shit.
For fuck's sake, Tyler. You of all people should have known that this guy wouldn't let it pass.
Okay. Friendly fire. Okay. Here? Yes.
Sometimes I wonder if it all had to end up like this. Tyler was a grown man making his own decisions. There was nothing more I could do to save him. But was that death truly necessary?
Okay, I was gonna say, is it an interior?
Can't leave while I'm still on the clock.
Okay.
At last, here I am, Tyler.
Oh, more tool wielding. Something over there. Okay, let's use our little friend here.
Hello? Time for cleaning.
Yeah, you do that. I'll clean in here.
There is still some
Oh, I
work to do.
need water.
way. Looks like normal party supplies.
Infinite beer. Well, I don't think you're getting any beer.
I'm doing my part.
To go around. There we go. So we need a bucket. Bucket.
There is still some work to do. I'm doing my part.
On the roof, huh?
Work in progress.
It wasn't the best time for snags.
Real estate
You
agency.
really were trying to get your shit together, weren't you, Tyler?
I'm still dealing with the unpleasant smell.
It's a durable bottle. Okay, make sure there's nothing. Any of these drawers, get that out of the way. Aha.
Work in progress.
I work in mysterious ways.
Double sponge attack.
I'm doing my part.
Oh, there's cat prints.
Harmony of purification complete.
Poor kitty. Oh, we don't know the kitty's dead. We saw some cats, but we haven't seen any cat corpses. Cats are usually pretty smart when it comes to like loud noises and stuff. They're very fast. So I feel like unless someone's angling to actually hurt the cat, a lot of times cats will get away. Now they're an orphan. That's fair. Yeah, that is a little sad, but cats are resilient too. It's a little harder for house-trained cats to survive, obviously, but I just oof. Speaking of orphaned, hydrate, posture check, and stretch. I will do that. Hey, Shawnee, how you doing today? So you're playing this because of me? Oh, I hope you're enjoying it. And I'll take it as a compliment.
Sorry, Tyler. This isn't the kind of trouble I can get you out of. Who knows if I won't end up like that one day.
I mean, you are a loose end, but
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
it's kind of messed up game. Yes!
I miss you.
Yes, it is. Are you not? Do you have to be touching this thing? Oh, okay. Please don't touch anything. I'm tired of constantly changing strings and we need to save.
Tyler seems to have liked music, but I guess music didn't like him back.
You holding sponges, I see? Yes. Yes, we are. So I thought I saw money around here.
Cleaning comes before fixing.
Animation's so goofy. What, the dual wielding sponges? Yeah.
There. No one will even notice. You must be Trisha. Tyler talked a lot about you. I wish we had met under different circumstances.
Speaker's got hops. Okay.
I miss you.
Alright, come here, machine. I need you.
I like when you hold me. I'm starting to clean up. I'm still dealing with the unpleasant smell.
Alright, let's see. Where's the last body? There it is.
It's time to leave. The movie night is over.
You chose the creepy voice. Yeah, I was. I just cycled to the voice, and I think that one's just the funniest. Let's do this.
There is still some work to do.
Take you over here. Please don't spill. Put you right here. Use the detergent. Use that to get some detergent on it, and that'll make it last a bit longer. So have you played a game like this before, Shiny? Because I know there's like a few games that are like this. This is the first crime scene cleanup. I usually do home renovation games. Yeah, I did House Flipper, and that one was okay. It's interesting because I've heard people talk about that game, and there's a certain level of like ominous to that game for some reason. Like you always feel like something's gonna happen, even though you know you're just flipping houses, you know? And it's interesting how consistently people feel like that, because I thought it was just a few people, but after watching more and more streams of House Flipper, a lot of people were like, yeah, I don't know, it's just, there's, I always expect something to, like, jump out at me. And it's like, yeah, that is interesting.
It looks like they were trying to get their lives together.
Did I find spooky? Oh yeah, there's actually what was it called? We found one that I think I had either played the demo for or seen the demo for. We were talking about it the other day when I started playing this. Let's try to let me go back to Steam real quick and look up the name of that game. I added it to my wish list. Haunted House Renovator. That's the one I had saw. It's renovation, but it's also like depossessing things. Yeah, I was like that actually sounds really cool.
Clear the way first.
So I was like, I'll probably check that one out because I like that it has puzzle aspects. And it's not just, hey, redo this house. Because, like, that can be fun for a little while, but...
Something is blocking the way.
Is it, though?
I need to clear the way first.
Wrong one.
Time for a bag swap.
No, there. See what the other one was? Yeah, if you can find that one, I'd be interested. Because unfortunately, there's not a lot of like cozy horror. You know, that kind of genre doesn't really. Those two genres don't tend to mix very well. So. It'd be interesting to try some that are like, hey, this is supposed to, you know, give you a scare, but also is very, very soothing and, you know, repetitive. Can you give me that, please? I'm gonna have to move that chair, I guess. So let's get these cushions on
Interior
this.
design is my passion.
Spicy. Yeet. Take that. Self-inflicted wound, renewed every day.
It's not like they need it anymore.
Okay, strange. Three-piece shift house for sale. Yeah, I'll have to look into that one. Let me see. Creepy shift. Oh yeah, I think. Oh yeah. That's the one. Radical came in and told us about. Yeah, What was the other one? The other one was. Let me go back to my wish list. Haunted House Renovator. That's the one that's kind of like a puzzle game.
Won't move like this.
A puzzle game and a scary game and a house renovator. But yeah, Haunted House Renovator. That's the one I was thinking of that I had seen. But yeah, Creepy Shift, Radical Foil, who's another member of the Crypt team, mentioned that one. Okay. Okay, can you... I was making it co-op. That's interesting. Yeah, I really do need to find some more co-op / collab games. That was one of my things for this year, is that I wanted to... Yeah, the Haunted House Renovator does have a demo. Yeah, you could try it out. It gives you, like, the first house, basically. But one of my goals for this year was to collab more, which is why I applied for the stream team and all of that. We Harvest Shadows. Oh, is that the one where, like, you have that farm outside of a big house, but then there's, like, things in the distance, but you need to get home by evening because something's, like, hunting you? Yeah, I remember, I think Leave played the demo of that, right? So the speaker probably goes here, which means that the other one... Four. Really? Still not broken?
Need to empty the trash can first.
Yeah, and didn't like it typically. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that like Leave doesn't like, and that's why whenever I'm looking at games, I'm just like, okay, based on what I've seen him play and enjoy versus like what I've played and enjoyed, like I just try to find that balance between like, here's a really cool game that I think you'll like, and like this is a game that I could definitely see Leave playing, but like I would never play. Now we do have some overlap on some things. Like I don't think either one of us really enjoyed the Visage. I think at the time when I was playing Visage, I was like, this isn't terrible, just not fun. Oh, we got 3 monitors set up. Ugh. By the way, don't use sponges on your monitor. That's a good way to ruin basically every electronic ever. 3 monitors. Solid setup. There's the cushion. We need one more cushion. So here's a mop guy. Yep. Yep. Please, please don't wash your electronics. At least not with water. There are things you can clean electronics with. 99% isopropyl alcohol is a good go-to. Especially for things that have crevices. Obviously make sure that they're not on. But isopropyl alcohol, specifically the higher percentages, which don't use that on your skin or cuts. That's not meant for that kind of thing. Hey, those are a felony. But 99% you can use to clean a lot of stuff electronically. So like if you have a lot of cartridge games, if you put a little bit of 99% isopropyl alcohol and just move it along the contacts and stuff, it can really clean the contacts for cartridge games.
So much blood, I'm seeing red now.
Okay, let's finish just grabbing the trash in here. Whiskey, no. That is not the 99% that I'm talking about. I don't even think there's a whiskey that is 99% proof. At that point, it's basically just moonshine, but there's other chemicals and alcohol. Obviously, it's not just pure alcohol. No, 3. Man, the dual sponges was a really good upgrade. That plus like the cleaning speed increase actually makes this legitimately good. Move you out of the way. Is Sudoku? Sudoku? Yes, there are Sudoku. Can you like screens? Sure, I'm guessing you meant lick. And I mean, yeah, you can. Like most screens they have a protective layer on them. So like, unless you're like a literal fountain like of saliva, you'd be relatively fine. It would be very weird, and eventually you would mess up your tongue. But again, I recommend doing it without the thing on.
Day 17 of Sudoku therapy.
Sudoku.
So, yeah, I'm solving Sudokus again. I'm kind of starting to get how it works. My therapist told me that it's good for my mind, but shit is hard. Like, what number am I supposed to type in here? God, you better be right, Doc. Because I am freaking stretching my mind here. But I think I actually feel slightly better.
Sudoku therapy. Maybe you should have thought about getting a second opinion on that.
That's actually a normal kind of therapy. Not specifically Sudoku or Sudoku. Sudoku. I don't know why I can't say that right tonight, but
just think of the money,
But yeah, no, like mind games, crossword puzzles, stuff like that. Those are normal things you get in therapy. Just because a lot of times people need something that like pulls them out of their situation for a certain amount of time. So if you set aside time in a day to do something that's like required of you but not a normal task, it can help kind of move your brain into a better place to start reorganizing its thoughts so you can better handle what is actually stressing you. Of course, it doesn't work for everybody, as most therapies, go, but nice.
Don't leave me alone. Have you forgotten me, senpai?
put it back like that.
No more blood on it, dude. What are you talking about? Just because of this blood?
Don't leave me alone.
And move that back.
First things first. Gotta scrub, scrub, scrub.
Don't see a single spot on this thing. What are you talking about?
Don't leave me alone.
There it goes. Okay. We need more water. Almost done with the blood. I think we just have that, like, last room. So let's go ahead and use our next clean detergent.
Notice me, senpai.
Do that.
You. Oh. I can't get up. Help me, senpai.
Nice. Invited my pals.
Did not go fine.
Ah, that's what happened. Hey, Leave. How you doing today? And thank you for the Tier 1 subscription. Subscribe for 8 months. I do appreciate it. And welcome back to the Masquerade. Hopefully you're doing well today. Give me that drugs. You know the song and dance. If you'd like a tarot... If this still works. Does this still work? It does. There we go. If you like a tarot, single card tarot, you can, of course, do that. There's no obligation to do so if you do not want to, but the option is there if you'd like to ask a single question. I will hold up the decks for you. We actually have new decks. These will be our namestay decks for the foreseeable future. So we have the purple bag and the black bag, but they are Night Vale themed. If you know what Welcome to Night Vale is, so they both have drastically different art, but they're both really amazing. Okay, that's where the stool goes. So, but again, there's no obligation to do that. It's just a fun little thing if you would like. Heavy metal. Thinking of a question. Like I said, if you don't feel like it, that's fine too. I just like giving back, and that's a way for me to give back. That's also fun for everyone else. So.
Can't pick up anything with a full bag.
Oh. Okay. So let's throw that over there. Where does this go? Okay, that stool goes here. This lamp goes here. That's not what I want to do. Get back up there. Oh, don't clean it. Pick it up. Okay, there's another lamp that goes over there. There it is. Okay. Boop. Very good.
Sorry, Paul. This was out of my control. I hope at least you're reunited with your son now.
Game graphics? What do you mean? We got the potato chips. No? Okay. What about the cups? Oh, hello there. I look at the bucket and it falls over. Really? You mean like that? We don't need it anymore, so I don't mind knocking it over.
They spared no bullet.
You also break it? Not every glass. I just feel like breaking all the puddles that were right there. There we go. Alright, so we need another chair. Oh, need to fix this. We need a cushion. Okay, that was very close to being in the right position. Here you go, you can have that. You can have your chips back. Yeah, wavy and wavy. Oh, what's that? More drugs behind that. Bunch of computer stuff. Can you pop the Barty Popper? No? Okay. We don't need this basketball anymore. Okay, never mind. I thought it was going to go out the window. Did not. Ah, there's the other chair. Yeah, let's say that I saw some bullets. Okay, trash is 100%. No, it's actually 100%. I found something to try and make this basketball. For 20 minutes. I mean, there are courts in certain levels, and the game asks what are you doing whenever you score a basket. So beach ball in there. Still looking for, we need a cushion and something else. hello. The little cat castle, that's adorable. I'm gonna knock it down. Anything over here? No? Okay. Yeah, so we're missing this cushion. Where's this cushion at? Oh, just in the walkway. Okay, so there's still one thing that's out of place. Doesn't seem to be on that table. Is it a picture or something on a wall? How am I doing? I'm doing alright. The WrestleMania was alright. I didn't really have a lot of problems with WrestleMania, except poor Tiffany. Jesus, I didn't think Charlotte was gonna sandbag her that bad. Like, I know she kind of crossed the line with, like, talking about her divorce and everything, but, like, man, that was rough to watch. Here comes Castle's pile of trash. Yeah. Isn't that usually how it goes? We'll take the pile of trash over an actual, like, thing. But yeah, I wasn't too surprised by anything I saw at Mania, in all honesty. And everyone that, you know, has eyes knew that Becky was going to be the person to help Lyra out. I just think it's unfortunate that Bayley didn't get her flowers. Like, Bayley's been holding it down while Charlotte's been injured, while Becky's been away. Like, and the fact that she gets pulled last minute, or at least what seems like last minute.
Is Sudoku back to its former glory?
Still not finding out what's supposed to be somewhere else. Something fall over here? It's gotta be like a painting or something, right? Hmm. A lot of rocks, but yeah, WrestleMania overall is okay. The length was starting to get to me. I don't think I'm at the at the point now where I'm super interested in sitting down and watching 8 to 9 hours of wrestling, especially back to back. So, what is out of place? Okay, it's not this. By the way, what I'm looking for is if something's out of place, there'll be a blue. Like this. If something's out of place, it'll have a blue thing like that. That's what I'm looking for. Gotta be in here. I haven't spent a lot of time in here. I thought maybe it was the bass guitar, because there's a bass guitar out here. Right? So maybe this goes somewhere? But I moved it and... Because no one looked like they wanted to steal the show's failure routine overall. It wasn't bad, just maybe a little more than I'm giving. Yeah. Well, I think it also was, like, in all honesty, like, the storylines weren't strong going in, right? They felt like, hey, we've been building most of these the past 3 or 4 weeks, versus some manias where it's like, oh, this is the culmination of, like, 6 months, right? So a lot of the matches were just like... So here, but fast forward through all the filler stuff. Hey, there's money up there. I really don't know what's out of place. Might have to look this up, because I'm not seeing anything out of place, but it says there's one thing out of place. Thought maybe it was on the shelf here, but there's nothing on the shelf. Johnny, I think he's talking about WrestleMania. The game? I don't think... Oh, unless you're answering his questions about, earlier about South of Midnight, I think he asked. Yeah, South of Midnight. Oh, okay. Sorry, I forgot he had asked that. That's my bad. See, this goes here. Can't interact with that. It's none of that. This might be bugged. Because there's legitimately nothing. Couldn't find it either. Unless it's the basketball, but I don't know where you put the basketball. Because, like, some of the stuff doesn't... Like, they don't have a place, right? You can just... In the hoop? There is no hoop, though. And I already found this secret. Right? Got the stuff out of that. Yeah, I might have to look this one up. Because the cat stuff can't be moved at all. Except these boxes, obviously. But it's none of that. Kind of already could be crazy here, probably. Oh, there it is. The keg. Bingo. Boop. Now we're ready to go. That took way longer than it needed to. Nice. I have not played Katamari, no. Oh, we did miss a secret. It's probably back in that sound room. Okay, we were gonna get another pressure washer, this trash bag. Extend, and then we don't have enough for that. So let's apply those. Let's do that. Let's do that. The achievement sound, yeah. Well, I am playing this through the Game Pass, so.
Outstanding job, Kowalski. This mad Tyler tried to get to me, but I can smell traitors for miles. Good thing you, Mr. Kowalski, are not like them.
Big Jim is becoming even more unhinged with each day. I just really hope he doesn't get any wrong ideas, so I won't be next on his list.
But how long have I been going? Okay. Go to bed. No interest? I don't know. I just haven't played them. You throw darts. Wow, what a shot. You got... Let's see. Ah, yes, I know the S points. Something is wrong with this dartboard. The point number is going off of it. Why is this open? This isn't usually open.
It's Jim. My daughter got herself in a little bit of trouble. She will contact you soon, and I need you to help her. Do well, and obviously, you'll get paid like always.
Aw. Wait. Where's our... Oh, I guess we're repainting. I was like, where's our daughter's stuff?
Daddy's working for a mob boss, but you're still a good boy.
Stop that. It was, Xmas all I wanted was electric, was obsessed with my uncles. Dartboards are fun. Miss you. I've been feeling worse. How weak my body feels. I know I need to recover first, though. Won't let me leave otherwise. Okay, another 3 location size with 9 bodies. Party's over. But yeah, I think that's probably a good place for us to go ahead and call it a stream. We might finish this game up at some point. Like I said, I want to focus on Lookout Side. So maybe after we finish Lookout Side, we'll finish up this game, and then we'll get back to the other games we've been playing. Because I don't think we have much more left of this. Maybe 2 or 3 levels. And it feels like the levels are usually about like 30 minutes to an hour to get through, so I think we'll probably be able to get through it pretty quickly. But yeah, as I said at the beginning of the stream, that's kind of the game plan is going to be try to work our way all the way to a ending for Lookout Side, and then start working on the other stuff that we have going for us. Should be back to a normal schedule. I don't see any problems with that. I do have a lot of appointments in May, so the schedule will probably be a little rocky in May as I, do all of those appointments. Nothing bad. It's just a lot of follow-ups on a lot of different things. But yeah, it's good to be back. Taking the whole weekend off was a little rough. Actually, I'll be right back. I really need to run to the restroom. Sorry about that. But let me turn some music back on. But yeah, so we're gonna work our way through, look outside, then maybe finish this up. And then I think, like I mentioned at the top of the stream, I think what we're gonna do after we get those two things done is we're still gonna do Dark Alliance, and we're still gonna do Pillars of Eternity. But what I would like to do is introduce a new retro horror series. I've got a few that we can work through. We still have the Remedyverse stuff to do as well. I want to get back to Clock Tower, but with everything that's been going on, it's been harder and harder to go back and get the time to go through the entirety of Clock Tower 2 again, just so we can get to an ending. Because I don't want to leave that one unfinished and then move to Clock Tower PS1. Even though they're not really connected story-wise, I still want to make sure we reach an ending with Clock Tower 2. And then... But there's a bunch of other stuff that I want to get to as well. Some of the series I have, well, they're only like a couple games long, so we might do those. I did mention I do want to see if there's some sort of event or raid train or something I could be a part of. We are going to be part of a St. Jude thing for the month of May, because May is St. Jude month here on Twitch. But I am hoping I could find like an event or something, because there is a game that I want to play that I know a lot of people have not seen. More people, I think, have seen the game I want to play than the people that have seen Vampire Hunter D, but probably not by a huge margin. So it's going to be one of those more obscure survival horror games, but I do want to show it off to like a larger audience, because again, the whole point of it is to talk about preservation and stuff like that, right? And why it's important, and why these experiences can be very interesting even in today's developmental cycle. And sometimes people just forget about games, right? Like, you have to remember there's over 700 games on the Super Nintendo alone, right? I don't know how many games were on. Let me look that up. How many games were on the PlayStation 1? I want to say there's probably at least 500. How many PS1 games are there? Please tell me. Okay, so according to Wikipedia, there's 4,099 games. Now, let me look for North America specifically. Okay, still, the reason why I talk about preservation, there are, according to what I can see, 1,335 PS1 games. Right? So there's a good chance the stuff we play might not be seen or known about by a lot of people, right? And there are some experiences that people will universally say is trash because the game was cobbled together by, two people who just wanted to make some quick cash. You saw this with a lot of there's a lot of Super Nintendo games that unfortunately fall into that, where they're just not well put together. But yeah, so about 1,300 PS1 games. So I'm not going to collect all of those. No thanks. That's too many. And also a lot of those are sports games too. I'd probably say hundreds of those are probably sports games alone, between soccer, football, wrestling, baseball. I'm trying to think, is there another big sport that basketball? So there's probably a good number of those games on PS1, but that's why I talk about preservation and stuff, and why it's important is because some of those 1,300 games are really worth looking at. Like, one of my favorite that we tried out for the first time, I think, God, it's been 2 years at this point. I think it's been 2 years, was Koudelka. And I really wish there were more games like Koudelka. Technically, there are, but they start getting more and more JRPG as the series goes on, and less survival horror JRPG, which again sounds very weird, but if you've not seen our gameplay of Koudelka, I highly recommend it. But that's why I want to show off this stuff, is because, like, showing off these games, a lot of people to go, that game looks interesting, this game looks cool, I'll go try that, right? Through emulation, or if they have the money and the means, they can do it that way, with physical copies and stuff like that. But it's just like, a lot of these games people don't know about, and I really wish they did, and I want to show this stuff off. So some of the games we play, people are going to know about. Some of the games we play, people are not going to know about. And both are very important, because preservation will allow a new generation of people to see and experience these things. Like today we're playing, Crime Scene Cleaner, which it's not a very complicated game. It's pretty well designed from just a design standpoint. But it's we're looking for games that have, old school games that have a uniqueness that can be used to improve. Thank you, Magic Mike, for the 10 bits. How are you doing today? I do appreciate it. As always, all the bits and subscriptions and stuff go back to the channel to allow us to continue finding and playing the games that we're talking about, like retro games. As I'm talking, there's one game that really comes to mind. Actually, it's a pair of games. I think it's actually finally time. I think I've decided. After we get done with Look Outside, after we get done with Crime Scene Cleaner, both shouldn't take super long. I think our next game is going to be this one. I think our next game is going to be Alice Madness Returns. Specifically, the PS3 copy comes with American McGee's Alice, which is the first one. So we'll play that one, and we'll play this one. I have actually not played these, surprisingly. I love the design I've seen of this. I've seen a couple speed runs of it, but I have not actually played it myself, surprisingly. So I think this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do Look Outside. We're gonna do Finish Up Crime Scene Cleaner, and then we're going to do the 2 Alice games. There was supposed to be a third called Alice Asylum. Apparently EA nixed it, and the American McGee was like, look, if they decide down the road they want to make Alice Asylum, I'm not going to be a part of it, which is sad to hear. It's very sad to hear, but not strange for EA's MO. But this specific version I have tested. This works, and so does American McGee's Alice works. Both of the games from this copy do work. So we will be playing both versions, both of those on the PS3. So there you go. You were here for the announcement. Alice Madness returns. American McGee's Alice. This series will be our next ones. So that's what we're going to be doing. So that'll be our rotation. We'll have Pillars of Eternity, which we're pretty close to beating. Then we'll move into Pillars of Eternity 2, obviously. We'll have Dark Alliance. We'll have the Alice games. And then I will try to catch up on Clock Tower, and that'll be our number 4. So I might spend one day off stream, like just take the day off and focus on getting us caught up on Clock Tower 2, just so we can get back on track with our Clock Tower playthrough, because I did promise that, and we have started it. So we will do that. And I think what we might do after Clock Tower is we might go ahead and start the Shadowrun Super Nintendo game, because my current plan for Shadowrun is after we get done with Pillars of Eternity, we're going to do Tyranny, which is another CRPG made by Obsidian, but with a different kind of setup. After we get done with all 3 of those games, so Pillars 1, 2, and Tyranny, we're going to start Shadowrun, the CRPGs, on the PC. So I think that's what we'll do, is we'll do Clock Tower, and if we can get Clock Tower done before we get to Shadowrun, which is highly likely, then we'll do the Shadowrun Super Nintendo game alongside everything else. So I'll go ahead and write that down, just so I know. Otherwise I will forget. So game 1, Dark Alliance series. I think once we get done with the Dark Alliance series, our next retro series will probably be the Remedyverse stuff. So let me go ahead and write that in as well. Remedyverse. Because I have not played Max Payne 1 to completion. I not played any of Max Payne 2. And I have not played Quantum Break. I have played and completed Control and the DLCs, but I love Control and I don't mind playing it again. I did not play it on stream, though, so that's another reason for me to play that game. So game 2 will be Look Outside. Then it will be Crime Scene. Game 3 will be Alice. Game 4 will be Clock Tower series. Then SNES. SNES Shadowrun. Oh, no, actually, I forgot Pillars. Pillars. Tyranny. Sorry. This might not be the most interesting thing, but I wanted you guys... I like... being forward with you guys so that way you guys know what to expect, right? Because I know I play some games. Pillars of Eternity, I know is not everybody's jam. I know some people despise CRPGs. It's a lot of reading, it's a lot of listening, it's a lot of talking. I love CRPGs. They're just a thing that I love. Also, I know I don't have the most perfect presentation voice by any stretch of the imagination, so listening to me, you know, talk and read for hours on end, is could be a little grating for people, obviously. But yeah, and I've got plenty of horror games we'll be rotating through as well. We've got some longer ones. We still have No Skin to do stuff after that. Yeah, you have a great night too, Shiny. And Magic Mike, if you guys are headed out. We'll find someone here to raid in just a second, but and also we got some Path of Exile we might speckle in there. We're kind of messing around with the Huntress stuff. But they keep doing patch and hotfix and hotfix. So I'm kind of slowing down on that. So I kind of want to, meeting new peeps. Yes. Yeah. So stick around for the raid. We will be raiding into, for those of you who don't know, I am a part of the Crypt stream team, which is a sub team within the Crypt community as a whole. So it's a horror and charity focused stream team. So we'll be hopefully raiding into one of the members of that team here shortly. But yeah, so yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with where we're headed. So I hope you guys will stick around. And if you haven't already, please do hit the follow button. The follow is free, helps the channel out tremendously. Or if you're over there on YouTube, hit the subscription button. That also helps us out, and I appreciate you over there on YouTube. Hi, we dual stream to Twitch and YouTube. If you're over here on Twitch and you haven't gone to our YouTube, it's at the top of chat there or down below in the links. And if you're on YouTube and you haven't been to our Twitch channel, it's Massive Games. We're Massive Games basically everywhere. You can find us there. All of our VODs and stuff are on both. But what was I going to say? Also, feel free to share us out with your friends, your family, your Discord communities. We are family friendly here, even when the game isn't, which we play some games that are very unfamily friendly, just to warn you. Everyone is welcome as long as they are kind. That is it. That is the only prerequisite. Also, a follow and a subscription will let you know when we go live. We usually go live at 11 a.m. Central Time US. I was very tired today and had an early appointment, so we did an evening stream this evening. Usually we're live in the morning. A lot of people can't watch during that time. That's fine, because all the VODs are here on Twitch for a month, and they are on the YouTube for the foreseeable future. So, if you want to catch us in either one of those places, watch the VODs wherever you want. Obviously, YouTube will have them longer, but Twitch has them as well. Remember to take care of yourself mentally and physically. Both are very important. Remember to stay hydrated. And as always, remember, we can make the world a better place. And all you have to do is be kind. Let's find someone to raid. Also, bye, YouTube. Okay. YouTube, Dunzo. Close.